What's up, y'all? That was probably too loud. All right, whatever. Guess who's back? What's going on? It's the Catch Up.
Catch Up.
We're in an undisclosed location in San Diego.
Yeah, we ain't telling y'all where we at this week.
The whale's vagina.
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we in the whale pussy, baby. Because apparently, big baby like big bitches.
Hey, you said you didn't last week, so
I don't. I'm lying. Oh shit, that's a funny. I gotta show you this the Snapchat story I was telling you about.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking hilarious.
They fit in the door. They can fit on the floor.
Nah, I actually have a funny story about large women. Should we put it on here?
You know what, man? Go for it.
We're recording, right?
Go for it, man.
So me and Weege, right? We're out a couple weeks ago.
Shout out to Luigi.
Shout out to my man's Weege. And we went to we were at Cabo on Sunday enjoying 2-for-1s like we do pretty much every Sunday now. And we see these chicks, right? It was chicks. You know, it's 5 of them, right? But one walked in bad as a mother, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, Luigi look at me like, He's like, yeah, but she over there with some McDoubles. A friend, some wide body women.
Some McDoubles.
They call them McDoubles. Long story short, we end up coming inside. We sit inside. He falls out of the bar, off of the bar stool. They start laughing. We start chopping it up.
We just fell off the bar stool? That's his move though, because I have a friend that thinks he's funny because he fell over one time. That should be his move. Just fall off something.
So the thing was, he didn't do it because he was drunk. He was just rocking.
Yeah.
And then lost his balance and fell. They start laughing, and I play it off like nothing was happening. You know, I'm like, I ain't gonna laugh at him because his women laugh. Then I'm lame. So then they eventually call us over to the table. We start rapping with them. You know,
that's
funny. And we find out one of the ones we're looking at was with a girlfriend that's not into guys at all.
Oh, all right.
I don't judge, you know. I just wanted to. No, I don't judge at all.
No, I'm just saying she's not the guys yet.
Yeah. Hey. Anyways, so then there's another one who's cute, attractive, who I wouldn't mind, you know. So we're talking.
Getting to know.
Yeah, getting to know. Mm-hmm. And her other friend was like, I want to get to know you. And I'm like, okay. Well, she's like, but it ain't no fun if the homies can't get to know you too. And I was like, well, if you want to get to know Big Baby, Big Baby will get to know you and your friends. But you got to get to know my mans too.
Did you refer to yourself in the third person?
I don't think so. No.
All right.
I was
that would have been great.
I was really just chilling. I was over there being cool. You know what I'm saying? And I was letting Luigi do all the talking. You know, because he's a talker.
I don't know if you were letting him do all the talking. I think he was just doing all the talking. But
fair enough. We gotta get him on a guest appearance one time. But maybe. But so anyways, long story short, we end up hanging out with the chicks. We go over to their house after. The cute chick who I actually wanted.
Yeah.
To get to know.
Yeah.
End up going home. So we're stuck in this house.
What are you gonna do? Just keep going.
I was just nice. I was polite enough to say, I've had too much to drink today, and I wouldn't feel comfortable getting to know you today. Maybe I can get to know you another day. And I haven't returned her text.
You had some numb-nuts?
No.
All right.
I just didn't want to go down that road. But anyway, this is the catch-up, right? We're talking about women and fun. We're supposed to be talking about sports. Catching you up on sports.
First time the phrase numbnuts was used. So
yeah, that is actually really funny. I also found out recently that scumbag is actually a derogatory term for condom. Had no idea.
Makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, a comeback.
Oh shit.
But anyways, let's get back on topic.
How do we transition this back? All right, well, we're just gonna take the ship and do a little U-turn right here. Yeah. Kyrie Irving on the Celtics, ladies and gentlemen.
Kyrie Irving on the Celtics.
Say what you need to say.
You know what? I would have sent his ass to the Suns, the depths of hell.
Purgatory.
No, he don't deserve purgatory because there's a chance he could prosper if he's in purgatory.
I meant the Suns are kind of purgatory of the NBA at the moment.
Yeah, I would have sent him to the. I don't even know. Maybe the Minneapolis Lakers.
Send him back to 1950. Damn. But so the reason we bring this up, not because we're going to give you, I mean, we'll give you hot takes, but we're going to get to the meat of the argument. Why did the Celtics pick up Kyrie? Yes, he's a great player, but in the end game, yes, it's get past the Cavs and win the Eastern Conference. But why is every team loaded up? Why has there been an arms race this offseason? It's so we can match up with the Warriors, who are the gold standard of basketball. What'd you say earlier? The best team ever assembled.
Yeah, best team ever assembled.
And so the Kyrie on the Celtics is purely a move made to match up with the Warriors.
Real quick though,
yeah.
I said that off camera for a reason.
Yeah.
You know I'm a LeBron fan, and now it's on camera.
I mean, he can still be the best player, but he's not. He's damn sure not the best team.
No.
But so we're gonna look how they match up with the Celtics, the Warriors in this case, because the Celtics have a hell of a squad now. I mean, I thought initially when they gave up Avery Bradley, who's a great two-way player, plays good perimeter D, shoots the ball pretty well.
Perimeter D.
Hey, I respect perimeter D, man. And then they gave up, who else did they give up just recently? They gave up Jay Crowder, and they gave up Olnick. That's a lot of key players from
like 65 to 70 points of production they gave up.
Yeah, there's a lot. In that last game, I think they played against the Cavs. They scored like 100-something points, and 70 of those points are no longer on the team.
That's crazy, but...
Not counting Isaiah.
Yeah, he didn't play, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He hurt his hand. I mean, but we're talking about how do they match up with the Warriors.
He's just a Whittle guy, man.
I mean, it doesn't matter how they match up with the Warriors because they're not going to play the Warriors in the finals.
They could. They certainly could.
They certainly could. And you know what?
Certainly could.
You know what? You know what else could happen?
Yeah.
The Pelicans could make the playoffs next year.
That's a perfect voice to say the word Pelican.
I know, the Pelicans.
Oh, man. But for the sake of the argument, I think that the reason you get him is to match up with the best team in the NBA. So going down the line, you got Kyrie versus Steph, which is a hell of a matchup.
I got Kyrie all day, every day, on the block, getting buckets, on the wing, shooting threes. It don't matter.
If you go skill by skill, though, handles go to Kyrie, although Steph has hell handles. Shooting goes to Steph. I think distributing, I don't think neither of them really have to do much of each.
No, and neither one of them has really proven to be like a legit distributor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
Steph can get assists.
Yeah.
Kyrie can get assists.
Yeah.
But they ain't distributors.
I think, and neither of them are really defenders either, although I think numbers-wise, Steph puts enough effort and work into it where I think he is a solid defender now.
I think the thing that Steph does that Kyrie doesn't do is he gets steals. So like, I mean, his MVP, his second MVP season,
he has crafty ass hands. I say that
he did lead the league in steals.
Yeah,
he didn't play no defense, but he led the league in steals.
Yeah.
So that means something.
Yeah, totally.
So
you remember that play in the finals where it was like a wide open layup and he just somehow stripped the ball. Was it from Braun?
I hope not.
It was some quick hands, and it's part of, I'm sure it's part of, not that Kyrie hasn't been around the game his whole life, but like that's one of those things where it's quick hands, but this man's been watching basketball for his entire life since he was a baby. Like it's one of those like it's just crafty, you grew up with the game type shit.
It is, but you also got to remember in the finals in 2016 when Kyrie, right? We talk about
the block at the end.
No, we're not gonna talk about the block. We're
okay.
talking about Steph having Kevin Love on him, and he pulled up for three instead of going to the basket. I could have beat Kevin Love to the basket, and
I mean, we're rewinded a little far at this point. I mean,
it don't matter. I do what I do because I have to shit on the Warriors.
Let's keep it current, man. All right, so this next position is interesting at the Celtics because at the 2 guard, and we say 2 guard, but it's really just a wing player. At this
point. Because we don't play position basketball anymore.
No,
we got ball handler, wings, bigs.
Yeah.
And you could cross between all 3 of them if your name's LeBron James.
Celtics or Kevin Durant or all these guys. They can do everything.
Kawhi can't.
You think?
He can't handle the ball and he can't get his team involved.
Kawhi not.
It's funny we say that like on the campus of SDSU.
Oh, man. Shout out to Steve Fisher. That's a good guy.
Yeah. Fab 5, baby.
So
he retired this last year. You probably did the story at Fox News with your important ass.
Fox Sports San Diego. Check it out. There's probably a YouTube link somewhere. We interviewed Fisher and Dutch.
Hey, don't get it twisted. Sean is the guy at Fox Sports San Diego. Hey, tell him who you interviewed last week.
Bill Walton, baby.
Yeah, you got a name drop. Like, we got to let the people know, like, you out here, baby.
Hey, maybe we're best friends now. Hopefully we are. Shout out to him, though. Honestly, I didn't ask him a single question in the interview, man. He just went. It was good.
I just want y'all to know I got, like, the best co-host in the country. Like, sorry, Shannon. No, I take Sean all day. Sorry, Jalen. I got Sean all day.
Hey, I like Jalen over me, but that is what it is.
I'm talking about Jacoby. I'm talking about the black and white things, strictly. Right. Sorry, Stephen A. I'm taking Shawnee D over Max Kellerman any day, and Max Kellerman's fake anecdotes to try to reach out to black people.
I mean, Max Kellerman was a rapper. I respect that.
He was a rapper?
Rumble, young man, rumble. YouTube it.
Rumble, young man, rumble. Something is a nice Jay-Z rap.
But
we're so off topic right now.
It might have been Max Kellerman first, but back to the matter at hand. Back to the matter at hand. So we're talking lineup-wise, Warriors, Celtics, and we're talking about the last 5 minutes. We're not talking about the start of the game with Zaza. We're talking about when the game is on the line, who are the 5 people you got in the game. And so left of the 2, because Xavier Bradley is now on what, the Pistons?
The Pistons, yeah, he's in Detroit. The Detroit Dump. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Nigel, you know you my boy. You know I got love for you. I know you gonna listen to this. But man, yeah, you know, Avery just went to the shithole. That was Detroit.
So left,
he ain't getting bailed out.
Left at the 2, or in our case, the one of 3 wing spots, essentially.
Yeah.
Because the power forwards being marginalized are pushed into a wing spot anyway.
Yeah, the NBA's 4 out now.
Is Smart, Marcus Smart, great defender, questionable shooter.
Dumb shooter. Marcus Smart is a dumb shooter.
Not a bad ball handler, but and dude's wild. He got some long-ass arms, and he be swiping. I like the way he plays, though. You got Jaylen Brown, who was a better shooter as a rookie than we expected. Plays good D. That dude got some quick feet.
And he has 6'6". And he wears short shorts.
He doesn't wear
shorts. Them baby ass shorts. Them shorts too small for me, and I'm 5'11".
Them thighs. And then you got him, and you got rookie Jason Tatum, who I think in this offense could play well, but when it comes to pick and roll defense, I still don't think he'll be where he needs to be by the end of the year to be in this lineup. But you think differently.
I like his pure scoring ability, but we talked about it earlier. And I said maybe Jason Tatum gets the opportunity, and if he proves to be who he is, who we think he's going to be, and then Brad Stevens, great offensive coach, right? Can elevate him against the Warriors. He may have to be on the court because you can't have an offensive liability on the court against the Warriors.
No, you can't. But you also, more importantly, not even more importantly, because if you're an offensive liability, they just won't guard you. Which still gives you, like, Smart can get hot. He showed that in the playoffs last year. But defensively, I think is more important because if they put you in the grinder, which is my word for the pick and roll in the playoffs.
You also know what grinder is too, right?
Okay, let's maybe a different word. They put you in the furnace essentially. They'll burn you up. Put you in the crock pot. How about that? Just slowly cook you.
Cook it.
Slowly just cook you. That pick and roll was a deadly place to be as a rookie in the playoffs, especially against Golden State.
Oh yeah, it just stopped recording. I don't know where we stopped at though. Oh, well, we're back. Damn, I don't know what we missed, but fuck it.
Whatever, it's fine.
We're catching up.
It's all good.
But his defense is definitely going to be an issue. But at the same time, I can't believe that somebody who is 6'8" can't play defense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm 6'3", can't play defense.
You're lying, Sean. You play good defense when we hoop.
I got slow feet. I got too big of feet.
I mean, you may not have the best feet in the world, but I mean, you're physical, you're aggressive, you get boards, you block shots.
Quick hands are a good antidote for slow feet.
Yeah, but enough about us. Like, our basketball dreams are over. We play at the rec.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, because Sean is wants to dunk. But at the end of the day, this is something I just thought of right now.
Yeah.
Do you think Jason Tatum's offensive ceiling lowers now that he has Kyrie Irving on his team?
Who's the distributor on this team? Al Horford.
He is one of the best passing big men in the league.
It wouldn't. Not that a team with Brad Stevens as coach needs a point guard, so to speak. Because it's a system type thing.
Yeah, they're gonna run plays.
Yeah, totally. He's got to place everything.
Hey, fifth tie.
Darling Piggy. Well, what was the other one? Computer Blue.
Hey, did you see that T-shirt?
No.
I saw it on Facebook today. There's a T-shirt of of Dave Chappelle doing a dunk.
Yeah.
About drowning Charlie Murphy in the water.
Yeah.
Low key, like some of these trendy shirts that have been coming out, I'm gonna buy.
It's something you see like Urban Outfitters or something.
Yeah, low key, we need to get some ketchup shirts. Send them bitches in Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. So we go down to the 3 spot or wing spot number 2. You got Hayward versus Iggy, which is a tasty matchup in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, because is Hayward what we think he is? Is he the guy?
We'll see. Defensively, I think he's a solid defender. I think he's one of the only guys I've seen to kick the white guys can't play defense like stereotype out. So I've seen at least so far.
I'm trying to think who white can play defense besides Hayward.
TJ McConnell's not bad. He'll annoy the fuck out of you.
Delhi, but he's Australian.
Nah, I think that was completely just a fluke.
Yeah, so like the Hayward Iggy matchup is I think it's interesting because it helps it favors the Celtics because Hayward doesn't have to play legitimate defense consistently.
Yeah, on the break he will though.
Yeah,
Iggy's doing the break.
Iggy's a streaky scorer.
Yeah,
but in the half court, if he's not catching the wide open ugly ass three in the corner, he's not shooting.
Yeah, and Hayward's obviously a superior player because he's a better shooter.
Iggy's old and his back hurts.
Totally.
My back hurts.
No, apparently he barely made it through the season last year. So props to Iggy. Former Sixer. God, I love that guy.
And then the thing is, he's in Silicon Valley making all this money now too. So like, he's getting ready for retirement.
Yeah, man. He said some weird things in like post game scrums though. I feel like. Well, remember he said like do what masses say or something weird.
I ain't even gonna go there.
That was weird.
Yeah, he was being funny, but
it wasn't that funny.
At all.
So then we moved down a spot. One, I will say the last point on that is that's gonna grow Hayward up real fast, having to get past Iggy.
Oh yeah, his ball's gonna drop finally.
Yeah, I think they did a little bit in the playoffs last year because I saw him get harassed by Luke Bahamute. He's a pretty good defender.
Luke Bahamute.
Yeah, he's a pretty good defender.
Luke Bahamute.
Yeah, well.
You like I say his name like Luke Bahamute.
That's another former Sixer. Shout out to him for finding Joel Embiid in wherever in Africa he found him.
But has Hayward done anything meaningful yet? Like how we
won a playoff series.
Now we like beat up on Rudy Gay.
Yeah.
For like being good, but like not making a meaningful basket in his career.
I think we beat up on Rudy Gay more for his ball dominating and his lack of an outside shot.
Well, the problem with Rudy Gay was, and we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, was the GM of Memphis like flipped his shit.
They want to pay him.
He didn't want to pay Rudy Gay, then he shipped O.J. Mayo out of town while O.J. was still productive, and then his career went to hell. But I'm an O.J. fan, and I always rep for O.J.
He got real fat after that, I feel like.
Well, you know what? He's not in the league anymore. So, Marcus Morris versus KD.
Well, and we said this before, Morris could be switched out if you want to move Hayward down to the 4, which I think in this case you could. Or you could either put
Jaylen Brown on KD.
Yeah, you put Jaylen Brown on KD. You put Hayward on KD. You put even Smart. I'm sure could check KD at least like
he could do what Shump did in the finals.
Yeah, just be an annoying guy with long arms, essentially.
Like, not even be a gnat. He'll be a gnat, not a mosquito. Because, a gnat's not going to bite you. He's going to get on your nerves and like, God damn you, motherfucker. A mosquito bites, it hurts. It's like, shit.
I should have sprayed something before this.
Right, you need some off. You need some off. Before a gnat, you just be like, ooh, punk ass, man.
So, Morris can be replaced by this. But, honestly, whoever we put on KD... I don't think it matters.
He's giving you 40.
For real, man. That dude,
long way.
He's a killer. What was it? The Durantula, the Slim Reaper. He got some cool nicknames. I feel like we don't give. The Slim Reaper is a damn fine nickname.
Yeah, because it really plays on his skinny body.
And he's a killer.
He's a killer.
He's a Reaper.
But I mean, his killer did not get validated until
until what, game 3?
Game
4.
3 when they made that comeback and he came down on my man LeBron, LBJ, the King, the greatest
Man down. Shout out to Mark Jackson,
the greatest to ever do it. Fuck Mark Jackson because he's mad and he hit on the gravy train. But anyways, when he came down LeBron and dropped that 3, water, I was like, God damn. Oh, goddamn, he's the motherfucking man.
Mama, there goes that man.
But he's still not the best player in the league. Just throw that out there.
I think LeBron has that title until further notice. Then going to the 5, which I think is one of the most interesting matchups. I think, as far as 5s go, or 5s. I'm putting quotations because
we can't call them 5s, right?
Big,
big because Shaq would get mad at us for calling him 5. He's not a 5.
Give it to the big man.
He's not a big man. He can't guard me.
Let him dominate.
You said DeAndre Jordan's the best big man in the league. DeAndre Jordan's trash.
Although
Kick to the free throw.
I will give Shaq credit. That diss track was flames.
Oh, on LeVar Ball?
Oh, maybe the beat was flames, but Shaq did his thing.
Yeah, that was straight bars. Hey, this shit. Let me type real quick because this is recording straight line. We'll make sure. Oh yeah, so we got Draymond Green versus Al Horford.
Hey, I think Horford is underappreciated in today's NBA. I mean, obviously watching him play for the Hawks for all those years, I'm sure you like him.
Yeah, I like him, man. You know, he dates or married or whatever, like a former Miss Dominican Republic, like.
All right, snap. Can only imagine.
I can't even imagine. Maybe I'll get that lucky one day.
Lucky, nothing to do with it, bro. So him versus Draymond, they both distribute well, really well. Mm-hmm. Maybe number 1 and 2 distributing for big men.
Don't forget about Andrew Bogut.
I mean, he ain't in the league no more either.
I mean, Cleveland might bring him back.
Maybe. His leg heals. So they're both good distributors. They're both. See, I want to say they're both above average outside shooters, but Horford in a small dose has been, and Draymond's been very streaky. He can go. I think he might have shot pretty shitty from the long range, but you still don't want to give him that shot necessarily.
Well, I beg to differ because a lot of teams, like Cleveland in Game 7 that they won, you know.
Yeah.
The game plan was make Draymond beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave them 35, almost a triple double. Like they would have won.
What game did he hit 5 threes in?
I want to say that was Game 7.
I think it was earlier. I think it was before he got suspended. But
I just know Game 7, he put the team on his back, though.
Mm-hmm.
And his back just wasn't big enough.
Shit, man. So I think all the way down the line, I think this team matches up.
Hold on, I think we undervalue this 5 matchup.
Okay.
Because as good as a defender that Draymond is, Al Horford is that skilled of a scorer to where I think Draymond becomes minimized as a defensive presence. As a one-on-one defensive presence, not the team defense.
Yeah, because Horford's not going to be one of those dudes who isolates you and cooks. But at the same time, I think last year he got not in trouble, but he got negative publicity, maybe from his team even, because he wasn't being aggressive enough.
Right, he was playing like LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh, I don't know about Aldridge. I think he was being like an in-shape Boris Diaw, just passing up shots type shit.
Boris Diaw. Yeah, but I think he, to a certain degree, he does neutralize Draymond on the defensive end because Draymond can't sack off because he can shoot. Mm-hmm. He ain't like Tristan Thompson. You know what I'm saying? You can put Draymond on Tristan Thompson, and as long as Tristan Thompson ain't grabbing a offensive rebound, or rolling,
dude, God bless Tristan Thompson, man.
And even if he's rolling,
yeah.
If you meet him before the restricted area,
he ain't jumping that high. Yeah, that's I got you. Dude, seriously, if you can be 6 foot, what is he really? 6'7", 6'8"?
Draymond?
Tristan.
I think he's like 6'8", 6'9".
If you could be 6'8", not be able to shoot worth a damn, not be able to handle the ball, not be able to distribute, and still make $50 million, $80 million?
Yeah, he got $80 million.
$80 million? you are a smart man, or you have a smart agent, or you have manipulated some part of the system.
And he's dating a Kardashian, so like
that's not the greatest move, but
look how much of his finances are minimized by dating a Kardashian.
What you mean, like she'll pay for shit?
You're not really paying for your woman anymore.
That's cool, but a normal woman probably might have less expensive tastes. So if you do have to pay for her,
I mean, think about it though.
Take her to Wendy's.
Think about it though. Like when Tiger was with Kylie, like Tiger go buy Kylie a damn crazy ass Benz, and she goes and buys him like a G-Wagon. Like, you're like doing rich stuff for each other that like.
I'm so poor, I don't know what a G-Wagon is, bro.
You for real?
Yeah.
It's the Mercedes-Benz truck.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I want a G-Wagon. But
wagon for a G.
And about the Kardashians. Let's talk about the trade now, because we haven't really said much about the trade. We just talked about the Celtics and how they match up against Golden State. And personally, I don't think it really matters, because they're not going to see Golden State. I just had to echo that.
But we talked about essentially that matchup has to do with what that trade does for Boston. Now, why do you think it won't matter for Boston?
Because for one, they're not going to get to the finals because Cleveland's in the way. And before we jump down that rabbit hole, I just want to say, teams, stop being copycats. Stop trying to be Golden State. You can't build a better Golden State. You have to find a new formula. The Patriots don't win a Super Bowl every year. Shut up, Sean. I don't want to hear shit.
The Pacers?
The Patriots.
Yeah.
They don't win the Super Bowl every year, but the teams that have beat them did not try to emulate them. They were something else that was a superior product that season.
But also going by what the Patriots have done, they win because they adapt and they constantly change. Like 1 year it's defense, another year it's outside receivers, another year it's slot receivers, and then it's two tight end sets.
Receivers. It was never outside receivers. When it was outside receivers, they didn't win a Super Bowl.
They got there though. That's a hell of a good team though.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like it went from different areas of strength. They can beat you different ways and they evolve. So I think
Belichick is the best coach ever.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Hands down. I don't care what sport you're talking about. John Wooden, yeah, you were great, but you know what? You had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Walton back when basketball.
Swen Nader. You don't know who that is, but he's a good guy.
back when basketball wasn't as global as it is now.
Different sport.
Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah. So moving on to what the Cavs feel about this trade. I think they should feel pretty good, man. Like literally
considering.
Yeah, like as a Cavs fan, you're not sure what to think because there's all this stuff about LeBron maybe leaving, but he doesn't have a trade. He has a no trade clause, so they can't get rid of him. He has to be there one more year. They just signed D Rose. You still have a team in place.
D Wade's coming soon.
Maybe that would be some shit. But you still basically have a team in place where I think that with LeBron as the engine, because he's the best player in the NBA, you can still make some noise.
And they picked up the best side dish, the best side piece, the best side chick. We're talking. What's Kerry Washington's role on that one show that everybody watches?
Scandal.
On Scandal, what's her name?
Olivia Pope.
Olivia Pope, the best side chick in the world. Your grandmama's macaroni and cheese. Isaiah Thomas. LeBron got the best side piece in the world.
My mom's twice baked potatoes. He's all that in a bag of chips, bro.
Yo, hey, Sharon, my mama, everybody from the Ville who done had some of Sharon's macaroni and cheese or her potato salad, yeah, that's IT. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yo, we might need to team up and get my mom's twice baked potatoes going with your mac and cheese.
Dog. I'll tell you, my mama's mac and cheese is like the shit. Like, I can make so many phone calls. Nah, they sleep, but I can make so many phone calls in the morning and like, yo, what's my mama's best dish? Oh, I love her sharing macaroni and cheese. It's good as hell. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to this trade.
Now I'm hungry. So short term, there's an interesting option with IT because he's basically on a 1 year contract. He apparently expects to be able to get a max deal.
Brinks truck.
I don't think there's any way it's happening. The example I'd use either Contavious Caldwell Pope or Nerlens Noel, who are good role players. They have a few good skills, but they're undervalued because of what they can't do. And I think someone's going to pony up maybe to pay him a lot of money.
He's getting paid.
Not the max, though.
I don't know if he's getting the max, but he's getting paid because you got to understand, up until this offseason when John Wall re-signed with Washington, he and Jackson from Detroit.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson were both getting $75 million, or both on $75 million contracts.
I think the NBA's spending spree has stopped, though.
It has stopped slightly. It has slowed down because the salary cap's not jumping all crazy.
Yeah.
And because there's no parity, they're not making as much money off the TV deals as they thought that they would.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I see IT making more than 20 a mil a year.
Yeah, maybe. Point guards, you need to have a good point guard to be able to win this league.
And, I mean, he did average
28 points a game.
28 a game.
Efficiently. Like, everyone says that, like, he's basically like Iverson, but, like,
No.
he's so much more efficient than Iverson was.
He had one of the most efficient seasons in NBA history. And he averaged more assists than Kyrie. Kyrie averaged, 5.8, I think?
Yeah.
IT averaged 5.9. And he had 28 points per game.
We're going to act like that matters.
Versus 25.
I think the scoring, I think that he's... See, they're both below the rim. I think IT is even more explosive than he is.
Fuck yeah.
He's quicker.
He can't finish at the rim as well as Kyrie can.
No one can.
No.
It's like taking a B plus as an A plus instead of an A plus. But I think he's I don't know. I think he might have the same mindset LeBron has, though. I feel like he's more of those like I'm gonna show you what rather than tell you. I feel like he has an old school mindset, and they're gonna work out together. I think they're gonna work out real well.
I really don't see Cleveland dropping off as much as so many people think because LeBron has this magic touch on people.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of Kyrie's progression was because he's Kyrie Irving. And he's a great basketball player. But also, you never came into the game after LeBron got to Cleveland saying, hey, we got to stop number 2. That was never the game plan.
No, it wasn't.
And Isaiah Thomas, last year, going to Boston, was, hey, we got to stop IT, 4?
Yeah. King of the fourth.
Yeah, we got 8. Had the most fourth quarter points.
Yeah.
Which, LeBron, he had a closer.
Yeah. But in IT's not defense, but like not even making light of it, but like he had a coach that is an actual coach. I'm just saying.
Hey man, look here. We're not gonna shit on Ty Lue. We're not talking about Ty Lue's defense, right? As a coach, Ty Lue has done some things that have never been seen before. First season championship.
Remain silent all year. Never been seen before.
Second season, made it to the finals. And I'm not saying he's Phil Jackson when it comes to managing egos, but he does a damn good job of managing LeBron James, probably one of the biggest, most difficult egos to deal with.
I'll never be able to picture him without Iverson's nuts in his face, but that's just me.
Iverson is in the big 3 now. We're talking about the NBA.
So basically,
nice Philly plug though.
Yeah, all the time. You know what jacket I'm wearing. So basically, if you're Cleveland, this what's his name? Colby? What's Altman? Is that the new GM?
Colby Altman, yeah, he's fucking 32. He's like Sean McVay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Rams coach. He made a move that not only you can put IT in for this year if he works out real well with LeBron and LeBron gives you a commitment, you sign IT. You have 2. Can we call IT a superstar yet?
Yeah, fucking right. He's
All right.
second team All NBA.
So,
hey, how many All NBA teams has Kyrie Irving been on? How many All NBA teams has IT been on?
1, I guess.
And he was second.
By the way, we put up a big 0 when we said Kyrie. We just didn't say it.
Oh yeah, he was none, not man. Yeah, as much as I loved Kyrie like 2 months ago, fuck him. I'm bashing him now.
I won't go as far as to bash him that way. But I just think that if LeBron stays, you're set. Because also, Jay Crowder, let's move on to the next part of the trade. Yeah, IT is a superstar. If you want to rebuild and blow it all up and go for this Nets pick and rebuild, you let him go. You don't have to pay him.
Free boogie.
If you want to go, if LeBron re-signs for what? A year, 2 years, 3 years, you sign IT again and you got your dynamic duo back. Jay Crowder, I think, has 2 years, maybe 3 years left on this deal.
Yeah, and it's cheap.
It's under $10 million a year. He's now. Let's sniff out some misconceptions. Jay Crowder shot 39% from three last year.
Shout out to Villarica.
Who the hell's that?
Villarica, that's where Jay Crowder from. It's in Georgia.
Marquette boy, right?
He went to Marquette, but in high school he went to Villarica, which was in my region. So my freshman year, I played against Jay Crowder in football. I mean,
really?
I was on the team. I didn't get to play out the freshman.
What did he play?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But Jay Crowder was the Fire's football player. And then my cousin Dick, shout out to Dick Shaw. I'm going to pull up on you tomorrow because he's going to be in L.A. He played against Jay Crowder in basketball. And low-key, Jay wasn't even the Fire's person on his high school team.
Really?
No.
I mean, he's a glue guy, which is why he'll be good with this team. So misconceptions on Jay Crowder. Shot 39% from three last year. A bit of an anomaly as far as his career goes at this point. That's the best percentage he's ever shot from three.
And under Brad Stevens,
it's a great. I'm sure he shot a lot of them. I don't know the exact number, but I'm sure the volume was pretty high. I want to say around 3 or 4 games, just because of the way the NBA's played. Yeah. So
he shot a respectable volume and hit at a respectable percentage.
Not more than respectable. 39 is a hell of a percentage from three.
But
that probably won't happen again, just because of. I don't know, just the way shooting in the NBA is. I don't know why he shoots from the free throw line, but that's the best of his career. We can't expect for him to just hit it again.
No, but if we can get 36-5, 37.
You get 37, that's a win.
Yeah.
His defense, he looked at as a good 3-and-D guy. When he came into the league, playing for Rick Carlisle and the Dallas Mavericks, trying to prove himself, trying to make the team, trying to be just grinding, he was a hell of a defender. But last season
was his worst statistical defensive season in his career.
His feet were in the mud last year. I'm sure he could turn it on, but bro, you gotta prove it.
I think he'll turn it on because I think LeBron has a way of motivating people to
screaming at him.
I mean, but LeBron elevates everybody.
Yeah, no, totally. That's obviously distributing too.
Yeah, but even just
his work ethic.
His work ethic and the amount of faith that he puts in his teammates.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen star players, right? You look at LeBron's Instagram, in team situations, your level of talent doesn't determine whether or not you get to fit into LeBron's crew.
Yo, Ben Simmons, I think they're represented by the same people, but I hope he sponges as much as he possibly can.
I think he can, and if I'm not mistaken, in that video LeBron that House of Highlights posted that LeBron reposted, it looked like Ben Simmons was hooping with him.
Was he? He was cleared for 5-on-5 now.
It looked like he was in that video. Looked like I saw Lonzo. They played at UCLA. I saw hair that reminded me of Jimmy Butler. Not for sure if it was Jimmy.
Everybody got the same hair nowadays.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
But I thought it was Jimmy. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But would it be in UCLA and I saw a light-skinned kid with bad skin and a fro? I was like, oh, yeah, that's Lonzo. Which LeBron might be saying something, but I don't know. What about the Ante Zizic guy? How do you feel about him?
I think it's a throw-in. I think it's an upside piece, without a doubt, which the Cavs need more of. European guys, you never know what to think of them because they don't play. It's different basketball over there.
Yeah, it's real physical over there. I got a friend who plays in Europe, and he was telling me, he was like, these motherfuckers just be fouling.
Yeah.
And ain't no foul over there.
Well, your minutes are also cut. I know people who've gone over there and they play 15 minutes a game. You just don't get the run. They rotate a lot. So who knows what we got? But it's a young piece. He's a big man. He'll be a big.
At the end of the day, he can stand in the lane.
There's upside.
And get in the way.
There's upside.
And you know what? What we forgot to say on the Celtics piece?
Yeah.
They don't have rim protection.
Yeah, Horford's not the greatest rim protector. They did manage with Smart, with Jaylen Brown, and even Hayward. I think they still have the defense to and Horford definitely
But if you beat them,
if you get to the rim, there's no one at the rim stopping.
And that's one of the things that made Golden State actually really good.
Yeah.
They get to the rim.
Well, yeah, and also Draymond and KD and even Iggy sometimes will block you at the rim. Like they got rim protection from guys that shouldn't be rim protecting.
Okay, 6'11", 7 foot. He should be protecting the rim.
He's 7 foot.
Yeah. But anyway, we're not talking about the fucking Warriors.
So we're gonna move. So we talked about IT is either a shorter or long term piece, depending on what you want to do. It's a perfect option you have.
Exactly, because if LeBron skates and you can re-sign IT, you're still going to the playoffs.
Yeah, in the East, absolutely. And then, so Zizic, was his name Zizic? Zizic?
Sure.
Zikic?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
You probably won't say his name ever again.
I hope we do.
I don't.
So that upside there, and then we got this. We got Jay Crowder, who we talked about, who has the tools to be a great glue guy. Has to turn up his defense. Has to consistently shoot the ball. But we think that'll happen. Yeah. He gives them a two-way player that they didn't have last year. The Cavs' main problem, I've been saying it for months now, is that LeBron was the only player on that team that could play offense and defense.
And the great thing is, LeBron can now guard Draymond.
Yeah.
And take a break in the finals.
Crowder can guard somebody.
And Crowder can go guard KD.
If he turns it up, which I hope he does.
LeBron gonna get him right.
Hopefully. You hope so. So that's a great piece for them long term because he's cheap, and short term because he's cheap, and long term because he's a good two-way piece.
Yeah. Let's talk about the piece of the pick
that made it happen.
That we didn't think was gonna happen.
Apparently, it was either the pick or Jason Tatum, and the Celtics would rather give up the pick, which I think is smart.
It is because we know what commodity Jason Tatum is. Brooklyn has retooled.
Yeah.
And they're in the East.
In the East, they might make the playoffs.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I think they're going to be a 30-win team, though.
I think the basketball gods will make this a great pick, though.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I believe
Cleveland's going to get number one picks.
I believe the lottery's fixed.
Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, the kicker is Danny Ainge, Mr. The precious.
He still has a pick that's it'll be 2-5 from the Lakers this year. If it's not, the Sixers get it, and then the next year it's unprotected. Or it's his king.
He still has like 8 picks.
Yeah, there's still some nice picks that he had in the treasure chest.
But like this was going into the offseason, this was his best pick. Going into the offseason before trades and some free agent signings.
Yeah.
But this was his best pick. And nobody thought this would have been in a Kyrie trade. Mm-hmm. Or in a Danny Ainge trade, period.
Yeah.
His precious. But apparently it came over, and what if the Nets suck ass again?
Mm-hmm. Which totally could happen.
And they get the Bagley kid?
Yeah, Bagley.
Yeah. Like what if it's the number 1 pick and it's the Bagley kid
after a year with Krzyzewski? Hell yeah.
Or
Porter Jr. Or there's a couple other kids. There's Mo Bamba is a big kid. There's it's like a top 4 class, I think.
Yeah, so it's a top heavy class. But the thing they said about Bagley, he would have won first overall this year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a high school kid. You don't know.
Did you see his numbers in the Drew League? He dropped. I saw in one game he dropped like 30 in a Drew League game. Mm-hmm. Not saying that he was getting checked by NBA player.
Yeah,
but they were NBA players playing. He's a real deal, Holyfield.
Yeah, I feel like isn't the Drew League kind of like there's no defense type shit.
It's fucking pro-am.
So it's just like just get buckets.
It's pickup ball for people who are good.
I got you. Yeah.
But do they package that pick and send it somewhere before the trade deadline?
You could.
Because the experts say Cleveland's not done moving. They're not done willing and dealing.
So say you package that pick and what? Kevin Love?
No.
Right? For something cool, like something nice?
So here are some things that I've heard from people who actually have sources, because we don't have sources. Mm-hmm. We just have opinions.
No.
I saw one person say the Brooklyn pick, Shump and Channing Frye for Boogie.
Boogie.
I also saw the pick and Tristan Thompson for Boogie.
See, that would be a great place for good Boogie to go.
Boogie comes to
Bron
Cleveland.
would not play with his shit. Bron would get like
Because Bron's the
would
OG.
get face.
Bron's the OG that fixes shit. If they move Tristan Thompson, Boogie does everything that Tristan Thompson does, but better.
Yeah, totally.
Scoring, rebounding, passing.
Needs the ball more. Definitely needs his touches, which Tristan doesn't, which is underrated quality about him. But
true, but it also is a different type of team because the Warriors don't have anybody who can guard Boogie. Period.
I don't think anybody does, to be honest. Except for maybe the Pelicans and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, right. Because the way you beat the Warriors is not playing their game. It's playing your game.
Get some bully ball going.
Play bully ball, play with pace.
Yeah.
And if you got Boogie on the block, people are going to get fouled.
Dude, fuck on the block. You got him running with the ball up the court on the fast break. He can do that too, man.
I'm just saying, like,
LeBron
on the
flanking him.
I'm just saying, like, on the block, like, Boogie's going to draw fouls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and don't get it twisted. Boogie can shoot the three. He shot what, mid-30s last year?
Yeah, I think it was solid.
He shot a
definitely
respectable percentage, especially for this being like the first year that we really saw Boogie
Step out.
Yeah.
Especially with playing with Anthony Davis. I'm sure that's what he worked on in the offseason.
Yeah, and you know what?
Think about that team. You got Boogie at the big. You got LeBron doing whatever. You got Crowder on the wing, IT at the point, and then throw in who gives
D-Wade, JR, a mix of D-Rose.
You need a shooter. I wouldn't even put. I would put Korver in that lineup before
Kyle
just to space the
Korver.
damn floor.
You know what we did? We did how would Boston line up with the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
How do we see Cleveland lining up with the Warriors in the finals? So any projection that you have
Mm-hmm.
that
Do we include Boogie?
to include anything, right? Like shit that hasn't happened, but any like hot take. I don't like the word hot take, but any projections you have, what do you see happening?
I mean, Cleveland clearly needs one more piece
Yeah.
because IT's good and Crowder closes the gap on the wing in terms of doing a lot of stuff. But you need one more piece, whether that's Boogie, whether that's
I really think Boogie could be that X factor though, because Boogie can give you 40 on any given night.
yeah. Also punch somebody on the plane ride home, you know.
I think LeBron can control
No,
that.
I think so too.
Because the thing about Boogie is he's never had vets. He's never played with a good vet.
Does he really have anyone on the Pelicans? Basically, Davis is the only person he showed respect on that team. Maybe Drew Holiday.
And he's older than Davis.
I know, but that's still a dude you gotta respect. You know, he's definitely not a vet. You gotta get him on a team with like David West or somebody.
Right, like he not even a David West. Like
that's a dude who not only will speak up and be right about shit, but he'll also be big enough where like
they fight. But the thing is, David West isn't Boogie in talent.
no
Boogie needs like somebody who's better than him.
Yeah,
who's not afraid of him.
gotta get Garnett in there as a good advisor.
Yeah, bro, what? He needs like a KG type.
Yeah.
And I think LeBron can do it because again, I don't think LeBron has fought since he was probably like 14 years old. Like for real.
And he's also too smart to fight at this point.
Yeah, but at the same time, like LeBron's a puppet master. Like LeBron say, "Hey, Boogie, bruh,
Listen here.
bruh." But yeah. What the actual finals matchup? What do you think the 5 in the last 5 minutes is gonna be
For the Cavs?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So I think we go IT, who's a solid outside shooter. So I think it works. I think D-Wade's realistic to go there.
D-Wade is definitely the 2.
Braun.
Yes.
I think you either need Korver or Crowder. So you put Crowder in there too. That's 4 of them, and you need another shooter because it's either Boogie or another shooter because that's not enough shooting on the floor.
Yeah, Boogie. And I, you know what? I think the cross between 90s basketball that team would be and their shooting ability, because they can slow the pace down for real, and still be explosive. I think that is more of a test for Golden State.
And that's a lot of stuff has to happen. Like, the D-Wade thing we can see happening, and I think will happen.
Yeah.
The Boogie thing,
That's wishful thinking.
not even wishful. It's basically Cleveland getting a commitment from LeBron halfway through the season, which we don't know if it'll happen.
My thing is, if it puts you in a better chance to win a ring and possibly winning a ring, is it worth doing it? Because at the end of the day, what is the expectation of Dan Gilbert?
I mean, to win
As
a
a
championship certainly, but that pick is about saving your ass on the line.
Once LeBron leaves,
Yeah.
what is Dan Gilbert's expectation?
High draft picks.
To be better than a dumpster fire.
Hopefully.
And he's gonna be a dumpster fire, right?
Yeah.
So if you say fuck it, I'm going all in. IT, LeBron, D Wade, Boogie, and I know all y'all leaving at the end of the year, but we might win a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And if we win this ring, I know all y'all will not walk because players don't leave after they win rings.
But we've also seen some atypical stuff out of this NBA nowadays. Like, I could totally see everybody leaving after a ring.
I mean, I can see LeBron doing it, but that's the Kyrie conspiracy I talked about. All that trade.
I just think that the NBA is so different now. We all it's like it'd be stupid to win and leave a team after you win a ring with it. But this is the new NBA, bro. This is the new NBA landscape. I wouldn't be surprised by nothing. Nathan.
You know what, Sean? We've talked about basketball way too much.
Yeah.
You know, like college football season kicks off next week.
Snooze. I'm not a college football fan. I just am not.
You're not?
No.
You know what? You're from Philly, though. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not very good for college football there.
No.
Temple had an alright run, but our coach is a traitor.
Where do you go?
Went to Baylor. He's a former Temple football player. He went to Baylor. I bet he has 2 scholarships this year.
That's for real, because they're down there raping women. And that's not okay.
The hunting grounds down there, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
But anyways, college football's about to start. Yeah. But more importantly, NFL's about to start.
Yeah.
And we should talk NFL. Quick question before we talk NFL. We can cut this out. Do you want to start another fucking track before we do NFL, or is
I was gonna say we should do a completely separate show.
All right, bet.
Here, hold on. What's ended then? What's give a nice aftertake? Be like something like, yo, I think this might be the end of the NBA all season for this year. I don't think Melo gets moved, but overall, how do you feel after all this went down?
Greatest off season in NBA history. Like, this is the first summer of my life, and I've been following sports since I was probably like fucking 6 or 8. Mm-hmm. And I stopped caring about baseball when I was about 17. This is like the first summer where I was actually engaged the entire summer league in the football season. And I was just not like, oh my God, what am I going to do? No NBA.
The wasteland of sports is this time of year usually. There's nothing to follow.
Right, and like all the great sports hosts were like, this is my vacation time, but like they were taking vacation and they were missing
shit was happening.
And they were missing good shows by taking vacation. But yeah, so hopefully this is the last you hear about the NBA from us because football season is about to start.
And we love our NFL football.
We do, like, bro, I didn't think we were gonna talk about the NBA this much.
Nah, neither did I.
Like, it's late, bro, but we gotta do a quick blurb on Connor Floyd after we finish this.
No, let's give it. Let's let it go because we ain't gonna get another chance to do it.
You're right. Let me take like 5. I gotta piss.
Oh, that's fine. Stop it.